All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look.
I had to quit that bit though, goddamn. So I can get my damn playbook. I thought about that shit. I gotta go do it in the coach. So I ain't gotta worry about that shit. I'm two on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. That's my own scheme. Boy, so boy, I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. Give me Mike Tomlin playbook. I gotta go to that Pittsburgh playbook. Cause I was moving the ball that game. I just didn't punch it in. Right now, need crew up right now, cause we two up right now. I'm up right now. Hell yeah. I'm moving that rock. Whoever you are. Hey, I got earnings coming up. Ain't get some shit. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couch with my shoe up.
An NFC Championship game rematch. It's the coach. You're watching Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Last January, it was Case Keenum versus Nick Foles.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
What?
Wentz now on first down. Interception made by Alshon Jeffrey.
He's hitting on that bit, though.
He brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The numbers for Jeffrey from last week. 8 catches, 109 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
You know, he should have touched him more last week.
They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Wentz.
Man, come on with it, man. How you
trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time? And it's third down.
Man, you can't be throwing no bullets across with nobody in traffic.
Sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road,
I'm talking about they jumping at the linebacker position.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Touchdown pass now.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And these guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember. Traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away and tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The numbers for Diggs from a week ago. 7 catches, 82 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Cousins down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Leroy Reynolds. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
We could be huge holding to a field goal.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Wentz to throw on second down. Goes underneath for Sproles. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go, Greg.
Wentz going to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Wentz now on first down. Being chased out left. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Come on now, let's go. Let's climb two.
Here's Ajayi. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the ball.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. This complete left side and 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Gotta finish off a drive. You know, I got buzzer luck, though.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that,
it
tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to the air on second down. Wentz.
Oh!
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wentz on the bootleg.
He caught that ball.
Incomplete.
Oh.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. That was 2nd down, throw for Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him.
Come on, man.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position on the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Cousins now from the 50. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Third and 10.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down, Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
From the gun on third down, Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in Hampshire Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend.
He goes
down hard, flat on his back. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Sproles. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple. First downs and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Got the Cowboys cut games.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go.
20. Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. That goes for a gain of 31. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
This time we had a dishwasher last night. Good.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Then we had a dishwasher quit on his first night.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before half for Wentz. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drive deserved to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. That doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
I had to try to move off. You look at that just started.
On second down, Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Third and long for Cousins. Complete to White. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get only 4 time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Minnesota.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Oh,
and he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
Throw it to the right person.
Take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Wentz on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ben Gideon coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
No, I heard you screaming for various reasons, but you didn't scream that.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing his Wentz.
You got 7, you got 11.
Damn, I just got Aguilar a punt.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Oh, he
right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it.
Sproles lost the football.
I don't think it'd be open, Tom.
Wow.
That ball was not free,
but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Talking to a T, that's how you know he's mad. So sounds like a black mom at the supermarket.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Man, I'm fumbling the ball crazy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
So you
In
got
this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
You missed the PAT, but you got 2 safeties.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th.
All right, Luke. You might be great. All right.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14.
He might be great around that. I'm saying Luke might be great around that middle, but if he loses track of Ingram, it's over.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A pickup of 24
y'all remember that bootleg
on the 3rd down
on the goal line when the Broncos ran the bootleg and
likely
Hey,
going to leave
man,
man
took
coverage
about
with
5
this
minutes
guy,
to get to
and
the end
that
zone.
is less than ideal.
It is because
That's what
just
Eli
about
was
any
running, just
offense
like
that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Eli ran like a cowboy
Well,
with his
partner, I
chaps
know this type
all
of
over.
running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And Sterling hurt. Make sure he knows he ain't playing for the Saints, or saying that's just my baby daddy. You say who that is?
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Oh!
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people will call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
They got 20 total yards.
To the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throw left side complete. That's right. A really nice pickup of 14 yards and moves the sticks.
He got like 8 carries for negative 15 yards.
You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Throwing, Cousins. Now he'll He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, it's still carries for negative 12.
As they stop him behind the line. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Go to the right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Oh, I just...
Cousins now on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman.
Finally got an incomplete pass out
getting there, and it's 3rd down. And that right there, his
first
incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight.
I'm telling you, man, after you catch it, you gotta wait a minute, then hit it. You can't just hit it instantly as soon as you catch it. You ain't gonna
22 straight completions to start the game. This guy is on fire.
It depends on how the running back runs.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Look, everybody want to run. Everybody want to run like Le'Veon now.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Right's got it.
They want to see the cut first before they just start running into the back of people.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So you press it too early, you're going to be running into the back of your line with no control.
See what transpires after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Yeah, that will happen on that screen.
Let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Straight into the back of my block.
And Forbath will put this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stage.
Minute 56.
Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, it couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Oh, he jumped there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Give me some good animations. I'm tired of everybody picking my stuff off. Let me pick something off like that.
Back to throw. Wins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
I mean, I got to watch some Houston games this year.
The Eagles on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be third and forever. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
So, yeah, Oliver talking like he grew up with Pimp C and Bun B.
The Eagles on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
He made country rap tunes.
To throw is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Oh, yeah. I gassed their ass straight up this motherfucking scene on 3rd and 21.
First to their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, he got Zach Ertz. Almost a Swiss Army knife. You can do everything but get in the end zone. What is your problem?
Let's go.
I mean, it's on TV if you need to watch, but I give them all the opportunities to go.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I'm looking for 3 yards.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Let's go.
They run again with a giant. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
For you next year, did they already pay those linemen?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Yeah, you pay him more over there?
This is a giant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Julius Shepard is acting like he just got drafted by Carolina again.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott.
So you better hold on to that for your future next year. So you better dumb down the numbers for Dak. You better make Dak basically. You better make Dak the most basic quarterback ever.
Damn, man, I can't believe I just won this bit 9-6.
Right up your alley, dog.
Saying the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of
old. I'm off after opening.
So for the Eagles, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop...
Who was number 20?
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face
All right,
that?
Cam.
Mask on, don't even
Gave
know
me
where
2
my face
picks.
at.
Give me enough.
Plenty, don't even know where to waste that. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack.
Oh, I feel like I'm back. I feel like I'm back.